well forward to another edition in this series where Irie United review Manchester United matches this season. Once again, another weekend, Manchester United went to the London Stadium to play against West Ham and got beat 2-0. You know what I mean? Another disappointing result, another disappointing performance. You know what I mean? But we'll continue to go through and review the team on a whole and individual performances from top to the least of these things. Now, but before we do that, I want to remind you to, if you're new to the thing, to like, subscribe, remember to press the bell to get the notification. You see me? And remember that Irie United is a fan channel for Jamaicans who are Manchester United fans, or Manchester United fans who are Jamaican. You know what I mean? Right. Sunday morning, you don't know, we get up, line up yourself to watch the match. Not in expectation, but more in hope. Personally, from my point of view, the team look really poor. You know what I mean? From the beginning, when we say we look like mid-table team, yesterday really hammer home, and forgive me for using that term, but it really hammer home the point that Man United, this team that Solskjaer and Ed Woodward had contrived to put together, is literally a mid-table team. You know what I mean? We look that way, we play that way. We never even look like we could score a goal, apart from the one opportunity where one matter get. And for the whole of the match, we just look void of idea, and so on and so forth. Solskjaer, I tend to want to forgive him because him learning on the job. McKenna learning on the job, Carrick learning on the job. So is a team made up of a bunch of amateurs, and that is what you get in the performance. Amateur team selection, amateur performance by the team, amateur in-game management, and so on and so forth. It's amateurish right across the board. You know what I mean? That here, another average performance from David Dahia. The free kick, you can get a full hand to it. Dahia in peak of form save that free kick. When keepers, and I'm not being overly harsh or overly critical, but when keepers get that amount of hand to a ball, they expect them to save it, especially one of David Dahia's caliber, based on his reputation. But when I kill him, you know what I mean, he has been a good servant for the club. He has been an outstanding servant for the club in terms of making save. And when people like him falter, especially based on his strong point, his strong suit, you don't want to get too harsh. You know what I mean? So that year you're forgiven. Wan-Bissaka continue to look like the boy of the summer right across Europe. He has been flawless defensively again. I don't know how much time I'm going to say that. Continue to be flawless defensively again, and look like he's growing in stature in the attacking third, and another person who is learning on the job. So we're not going to pressure him in that sense. So another good performance from him. Lindelof still weak, eerily still weak physically, but a good reader of the game. So, you know what I mean, another average performance from him. Maguire, the same, young. There's not much you can really say about them. Them performing at the best of their ability, given what they have. You know what I mean? McTominay is starting to look a better midfielder with a more mobile and a more robust, well, let me not use the word mobile or robust, but him looking more comfortable with somebody other than Pogba beside him in terms of the fact that the covering and the workload is shared evenly a bit between both of them, as opposed to when he's playing beside somebody who going to leave all of the tackling and the recovering up to him. You know, him can really express himself in both directions with somebody other than Pogba beside him. And I may use the term other than Pogba because I don't really want to sound like I'm glad for Matic to play side of him. McTominay performance was 6, 7 out of 10, there about maybe 6.5. Because him never really set the midfield alight, so to speak, within a brilliant play and so on and so forth. It was an okay performance, or a little slightly above average. Matic not supposed to play over Fred. Matic keep holding I talk about it in the last video. I'm going to continue to talk about it because that's who Matic is. From him come out of the club, from him there Chelsea, him take too much touches out of the football. You know what I mean? And when you have runners like James and Rashford, runners need the ball early. The West Ham line was high enough where Matic never need to take 2-3 touch before him release a sideways or a backways pass. You know what I mean? Me hear people saying play good. Yeah, good relative to the quality where we expect from him. You know what I mean? But we need far more than what Matic provide in the midfield. You know what I mean? Too slow. You know what I mean? With him decision making. Too much safe passes from the midfielders when you have runners, people who with pace to burn, who want to run in behind. And with the high line of West Ham play, we're supposed to give them more problem. You know what I mean? And that is what I talk about. You know what I mean? When you hear me talk about the type of players that the team where Solskjaer pick, horses for courses, man. I never rate Matic's performance. I think Fred, well, him play Thursday, so I never really expect him to start. You know what I mean? But if Matic can start, then Fred can start. You know what I mean? Matic older than him, and Matic start Thursday. So if Matic could have started, Fred could have started. I think the combination in there is supposed to be McTominay and Fred. You know what I mean? I think that provide more balance in terms of defensive cover and attacking impetus right in there. Pereira still being played out of position. Pereira is not a right wing. You know what I mean? Pereira is I think, based on what we have right now, is the best number 10 we have in there. And if you're not going to play Pereira in a 10, I think Gomez should be playing as a 10. I think Mata as a good servant to football. Good footballing brain, good first touch, clever, so on and so forth. But him lack the legs, him lack the strength, him can pick up him head and pick out anybody with a long pass, with maybe a 30-yard or a 25-yard pass. Him weak physically, you know what I mean, and basically not good enough, you know what I mean. So when you go play a Mata who can't drive with the ball, can't run with the ball, and not have no long pass in him foot, and then you go play a Matic who take too much touches out of the ball, too slow in him decision making, and make too much safe passes. We Mata will lose the legs for pressure the midfielders right there as a 10, and 2 we lose the impetus going forward with both Matic and Mata. Them not offering much in there. You know what I mean? Not offering much in there. James want some ball to play with. I mean, Pogba, please hurry up and get better. I mean, never know some more able to say this about Pogba because I don't like that dude. You know what I mean? I do not like that dude, but you hurry up and get better, brother, because the cupboard beer. You know what I mean? Not the players' fault, make the cupboard beer. You know what I mean? I don't know what Solskjaer and Edward that when them sit down and come to them decision as to allowing so many players to leave. Herrera gone, Mapet gone, Bigfoot gone, you Sanchez gone. You don't replace anybody. That is why the team now is looking so mediocre. You know what I mean? The team is looking so mediocre, and you know what I mean? It hurt. I don't want to rant because I see it coming. I see it coming, so I don't want to rant. I'm not going to be ranting on any video. You know what I mean? We're just going to review the thing and yeah, try to sound calm and collected, but it hurt. I don't know if you're a Manchester United fan, if you're a football lover, it hurt to see the kind of football where Manchester United are playing, you know what I mean? And when you look at West Ham, you look at Leicester, and you think that with all the money we have, with all the history we have, with all the reputation we have, them can put together a better team than us, you know what I mean? And we have to be frank, man for man, West Ham and Leicester have a better team than us, you know what I mean, on paper, you know what I mean. We all know Sir Rashford no good. Well, from my point of view, him no good, him tape off. The last video I said that I didn't expect Solskjaer to play him Thursday. Solskjaer play him Thursday, come back, give him another full game Sunday. What you expect go happen? Like what you expect go happen? The youth burnout. So him pick up a fatigue injury when him grind go. It inevitable. I don't know what them think. I don't know who assess the players. I don't know what I don't know what the coaching staff do. I don't know if them applying any brain power to them decision making, but it's quite evident that there is very little brain power that is being applied to the decision making, you know what I mean? So all in all, you release so many players, you don't replace them, and then you expect to come forward. You say you're going to play the youth them, you expect to come forward and play the youth them, you not play the youth them, you know what I mean? You not play Gomez, you give Gomez 10 minutes. What can do with 10 minutes? What Gomez can do with 10 minutes? You understand what I mean? So your decision at the start of the season was that you're going to put your faith and trust in the youth them. Then when it boiled down, when push come to shove, you neglect from play them. So, you know, we are now left with this, where West Ham can beat Manchester United 2-0 and barely break a sweat, because them never even offer much, and that is an indictment for Manchester United, because if West Ham can beat it 2-0 and do ever play no football, them not playing no football. West Ham not playing no football, but them two goals better than we when the game turn out, and if you going to be totally honest, them deserve the victory, the result. It's not even a situation where you can say boys are lucky 2-0. It was a 2-0 where them literally and actually beat us, you know what I mean? You know, it's very poor, very, very poor. We have Arsenal next. You know what I mean? We have Arsenal next. I even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. It's not a good look. You know what I mean? I hear some statistics that is saying that Solskjaer is averaging 1 point a game since 2019. That is relegation from football. That is definitely relegation from football, 1 point a game. It means that after 38 games, Manchester United is only going to have 38 points. It means that the 40-point mark will save you from relegation. We would even make that. So that is something for Manchester United fans to think about. 1 point a game is 38 points at the end of the season. You know what I mean? Relegation. I'm not all out. but it's just something for us to think about because it don't look good, it don't smell good, it don't sound good. You know what I mean? But we are Manchester United fans. We're going to continue to support the team. We're going to continue to get up out of bed and watch them and whatnot. Thief from work or take a lunch time around about match time or whatever. Just forget a glimpse if I even 1/2 or so on and so forth. So we're still fans. We still support the team and we're not reach ranting stage yet because we did see it come. We did see it come. You know what I mean? And life is such that when we decide to release Sanchez, you know, me say that is not a smart move. And life work it out in a way where them release Sanchez, them send him out on loan, and Martial out. Rashford, well, a fatigue injury that still, I don't know how if he's out for the next match. I doubt it. But and the look of you Greenwood out. So we bear, the cupboard did bear, even when Sanchez did it, the cupboard even more beer when him gone, and then see Martial out. So we left down to pot scrapings, you know what I mean? No disrespect to Greenwood, but you know what I mean, when you have Rashford a lead line, a pot scrapings, the thing gone down too. But we look forward to the next game, same way, you know, football and them people yard. We may hold Arsenal and give them a nice little 3-0. Or a nice little 2-0, we don't know. As you know, football go. And as I always say, Solskjaer team, them a play, you know, we may just beat them and things so we turn the corner. We hope so we can beat them. You know what I mean? I think a host will host them, so they might come away hard. So we're supposed to can beat Arsenal. You know what I mean? Hopefully, fingers crossed, toes crossed. If you even want to cross all the eye, you cross the eye them. But, you know, we don't know about you, but I look forward to the next game. See, we know when you see the Manchester United fans, them are well on their head. But hold up on the head, man. You know what I mean? A rebuilding. You know, Liverpool got through 30 odd years of this, so. I mean, if we got through a year or two of this, why problem? You know what I mean? We could just go and hold the faith and just go and do the same way done. Arsenal Man U. Until then, peace. Remember, if you're new to the thing, subscribe to the thing. Hit the bell so you get the notification. Irie United. Out.